you're looking for specific information about kidney cleansing, kidney detoxing, kidney flushing, kidney stones, kidney stone pain, bladder pain, frequency in urination, bladder control issues, this video today is going to be highly impactful. Stay tuned for these great tips for healing your kidneys and supporting your bladder. So kidneys and bladders, that's the topic of today's video, specifically about the filtration process of your kidneys. So for visual purposes, these are your kidneys full of toxic junk, and these are your kidneys clear of toxins. Which would you prefer? So I know that's a really crazy question, but literally your kidneys are filtering out toxic waste, byproducts, all sorts of contaminants that you have been consuming through food and your liquid intake, as well as internal metabolites and internal chemicals and body processes, as well as chemicals that we're absorbing through our skin and other environmental factors. So your kidneys are working overtime. Just like your liver, your kidneys are flushing out toxic matter. And a lot of you have written to me that you want to know about liver detoxing, which is a future topic on our Talking Shit show. So stay tuned for that episode. But today, I want to really dig into the kidneys, particularly supporting kidney function so that you are better able, your body and your kidneys are better able to get rid of toxic junk. So for all of you new viewers, welcome. I'm Dr. Melissa Gallagher. I'm both a naturopathic physician as well as a lymphatic therapist. And the kidneys are the marriage of fluid retention and toxicity. And they really are the core to keeping your body healthy and well. So we literally want our filtration process, our kidneys, to be as clear and clean as this new filter. What happens is through our daily lives, medications we're taking, foods that we're consuming, even high protein diets can lead to toxic waste that's building up in the kidneys. And then over time, that can decrease kidney function. It can have an impact on our likelihood of both kidney infections, kidney stones, and then there's a trickle-down effect to the influence on the bladders. Both the bladder consistency, the ability to maintain bladder function, and then also we see bladder infections being factored in by the state of the kidneys. So if any of you like myself, and thank God it was only one time in my life, but I swear it was awful. I had a bladder infection that quickly, within hours, turned into a kidney infection. That connection between bladder and your kidneys, or your bladder down here, your kidneys up here. Kidneys are right back here. In the back part, the lower bottom of both left and right side rib cage, those kidneys are influenced by the state of your bladder and vice versa, whatever it is. But they're connected. And so today, I want to share with you a few resources. First of all, I've had a lot of you write to me about my kidney stone video. I'm going to put it right there. I had a kidney stone cure I recommended where there's a single herb that will literally break up and blast away kidney stones. So if you have that, watch that video. But more specifically, 15% of our population and our viewers here on YouTube, 15% of you have some degree of kidney dysfunction, meaning kidney disease, some staging. And if you are in a pre-diabetic state, you're in that early staging. If you have one kidney function, you're in that state. If you have cysts on your kidneys or recurrent kidney infections, recurrent kidney stones, that definitely can put you in that staging. And many folks that have kidney stones don't even see a nephrologist. That's the kidney doctor. So what happens is the kidneys don't always get paid attention to until people are in later stages of kidney disease, and then there's dialysis. So I want to talk to you guys in that early middle phase. So I'd consider those phases pre-disease phase. So any of us like myself, we want to keep our kidneys functioning well. Or if you have risk factors or are in an early, mild to moderate staging, these tips will be helpful. And then if you stay and watch through to the end of the video, I'm going to share with you 2 nutrients, healthy nutrients that you would be surprised actually hurt and can damage your kidneys. So stay tuned through to the end of the video. But before you do, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell to get notified of all of our videos. So if you're liking this content, really curious about this, or want to peruse my channel and see any of the notifications of videos we release Monday and Fridays, I hope you will subscribe. And if you do become a subscriber, this year is going to be an exciting year here at Natural Health Resources. This summer, I'm taking you on a road trip with me. I have a course, a program, a postdoctoral credentialing certification program in Germany. I will be in the foothills of Germany. I think it's the Black Forest is the lower part of Germany. I'll be there and filming and doing my studies, and I'll also be doing a van life experience. So I'm going to take you guys on my road travels through Europe, and then when my family joins me for our little vacation in August, you guys are going to be a part of that. So do subscribe and do hit that bell notification. Okay, so back to our regular programmed video. Just a little caveat, and I really appreciate all of your support. So please like this video and share. So let's talk about kidney cleansing. Kidney flushing and kidney cleansing is definitely something you want to consider adding into your routine at least 2 to 4 times a year. So every 6 months, or maybe if you're in that kind of mild moderate kidney disease, you'd want to do this every quarter. And then there are things and supplements. Actually, there's a supplement I grabbed that I really love by Nusapure. They have their kidney cleanse. This has literally all of the herbs I would recommend just for kidney support, bladder support, and it also is antibacterial and antiviral as well as anti-inflammatory. So I'm going to detail a little bit about this particular product, and they are today's video sponsor, so we want to thank them for allowing me to bring this video to you guys. Most importantly, when you're doing a kidney cleanse, you want to make sure you eliminate aggravating factors like eliminate alcohol, any type of caffeine, and really high dense protein diets. Now, I say that with a caveat. Plant-based protein is a lot easier to digest and less of an irritant on the kidneys than your animal-based, even lean and organic protein diets that are consistent of animal meats, animal protein. That is more of a challenge and more work for the kidneys to do. So when you are doing a cleanse or you're consuming a product like this for a short period of time, or you can take one of these every day for general maintenance. So what you want to do in a kidney flush, you want to increase your liquid intake and throughout the day. So you want to make sure that you're consuming liquids throughout the day. You want to increase the diuretic related liquids like ginger and turmeric, even watermelon. And this is something that not everybody loves, but asparagus juice is awesome for your kidneys. That is a fantastic way to cleanse and detox your kidneys. Now, if you are dealing with any of the symptoms I mentioned early in this video, the beginning of the video, where I talked about kidney stones, kidney infections, bladder leakage, even interstitial cystitis, that's always a hard one for me to say, but it is a very challenging disease and it can be very painful and very problematic. As well as kidney stones are extremely painful. Actually, some of the properties in this kidney cleanse will help benefit and minimize the impact of the pain. So in the event that you're feeling kidney pain here in your back, or maybe even you're feeling some bladder pain and it's radiating externally, so it feels like a muscle ache, you can also use topical, this is my level 4 pain cream. We sell this in my clinic. This is herbal in its orientation, okay? Very, very beneficial for any type of pain. Sometimes kidney pain will coincide with adrenal dysfunction, and please do check out my videos where I've talked a little bit about the adrenal disorder and adrenal function. So there are a lot of videos where I talk about adrenal dysfunction. I hope you'll check those out. With kidneys and the bladder, there are some amazing herbs that are powerful and potent at helping your body detox and literally clean the filter. So you should be changing your air filters. This happens to be one of my air purifiers. It's due for a change, and it's really the only one that I could grab that was dirty. Usually everything's really clean and I'm on top of all my filtration process. But in the event that this looks like your kidneys, these are some of the things that you would want to consume. And again, a lot of these are in this Nusapure. So cranberry is very beneficial to your kidneys, as well as astragalus. And honestly, this is the only supplement, kidney-related supplement, that I've found that actually has astragalus. It's one of my favorite immune-boosting herbs. It will fortify the strength of your kidneys, the kidney lining, as well as the bladder lining. What we found is that astragalus, when taken, actually causes a reversal of the oxidative process, meaning as we age, and aging is part of kidney disease, like just general aging, just the everyday use. It's like your car. If you think about how well you treat your car, hopefully you treat your car really well, and you're cleaning your, you clean out your transmission every so often, so many miles. Brian's responsible for all of that. I take care of our health and our bodies. He does our cars, but they're synonymous. Like when you're doing one, you should be doing the other. So hopefully you are taking good care of your car as well as good care of your body. But in the event that you're not sure about that scheduling, like you do your transmission flush and then you clean your air filters and your oil filters and all of that stuff. Okay, well, the body's the same way. And so I know this will resonate for any of you who are mechanically inclined or taking care of your cars or scheduling all of those schedule requirements to clear out the filters. You have to do the same with the body. And astragalus cuts down on the aging process. Essentially, it fortifies the cellular strength of those cells, your kidney cells, as well as your bladder cells. I love that. I think that's actually one of the best things about this particular product. There are 3 herbs that are very beneficial for your bladder, and they are java, birch leaf, and horsetail. Birch leaf is also a diuretic. It helps to flush out and detox. It literally kind of power blasts the cells in your kidneys. Like there's all these little folds to the kidneys and sediment can settle. Well, it just blasts all that out, clears out and detoxes waste. It's fantastic. So the 3 beneficial herbs for your bladder: uva ursi, goldenrod. That's my big favorite. I love goldenrod. It's literally nature's antibiotic in the herbal category. It's fantastic. So if you have recurrent bladder infections or interstitial cystitis, this is really beneficial. And I'll tell you a story. One of my patients, this was probably maybe 4 or 5 years ago. She had, long story short, post-cancer patient. I saw her because she had lymphedema from a double mastectomy. And as her post-cancer treatment was coming along, there were all sorts of complications. The radiation that they do and the chemotherapy can be really, really toxic to the kidneys. And what was happening, her digestive system was imbalanced, and for whatever reason, she kept getting bacteria types. They would be cultured in her bladder that was not supposed to be there. So there were like 3 really harmful bacteria types that were harboring themselves and just living a grand life. It's like an island. They're there in the bladder and they're loving life and they're just causing an infection, irritation. Well, the only thing, she had seen urologists and had gone through awful procedures. So I know she came to me one day and she's like, I know we've been talking about my kidney and bladder. She's like, can you give me some recommendations? I can't go the traditional route. So we worked together, and one of the herbs that I made sure was in her protocol was goldenrod. And I am not kidding you. 3 weeks after she started taking it on a daily basis with the other combination, those bacteria types eradicated, gone. Like we wiped them out, totally off the scene. This is something antibiotics couldn't do, oral, IV antibiotics. It was insane. And goldenrod is really powerful in its work in protecting your bladder. So if you have recurrent bladder infections, irritations, IC, interstitial cystitis, this can be beneficial. So if you're curious about grabbing the kidney cleanse, I'll include a link down below where you can grab that from them. It's really, 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 this is a great product. And folks who would qualify for taking this, or that I'd call fit into that category of risk factors, are pre-diabetics, folks with diabetes, individuals with high blood pressure, or any type of medication that might be trying to regulate their blood pressure, and consumers of ibuprofen. Ibuprofen is very harmful for your kidneys. So speaking of harmful, I promised you in the beginning 2 supplements or 2 natural occurring compounds that in a high potency, taken regularly, and especially for folks in moderate to severe stages of kidney disease, this is where we see it being really detrimental and pushing the staging forward. 2 things you would never think about. flax oil or flaxseed oil can harm the kidneys. And there's a caveat, obviously depends on how much you're taking. It also depends on your staging and your kidney function. So I want to put that out there before you freak out. Oh my God, what am I going to do? I can't take my flaxseed. Well, you can, but do it cautiously. I mean, seriously, like with everything that I recommend, I always go food first, but I also say in moderation. You never want to eat the same stuff over and over again every day. This is where we run into some troubles because folks, for instance, flaxseed or flaxseed oil, people take that in supplement form. Supplement form is way more potent than food is because food digests and there's a certain natural extraction that occurs in the digestive process where flax oil or a capsule is a lot more potent in terms of what it's delivering. So the second one that you have to be really mindful of, especially if you have the moderate to severe staging of kidney disease, is potassium. And there's a lot of reasons for that. I mean, there's a lot of clinical research on that. All you have to do is go online, even hit WebMD. You can look at drug contraindications. Some drugs will cause potassium levels to increase. That puts strain on the kidneys, separate from you consuming, say, a lot of bananas or potassium-rich foods. And then also supplements. So folks that are consuming protein shakes and fortified foods and other supplementation. So all of those cumulatively have a great potency of potassium. That's something to look for. And I say that to caution you, not to say red alert, don't take these, but I know a lot of you watching have written to me and I know kidney function, bladder function is a concern. And this is something I wanted to highlight to you. So just be cautious, obviously everything in moderation. And I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you'll consider cleaning out your kidney filters. Okay, so put that on your task list this year. If you haven't done a kidney cleanse, a kidney flush, it's not a bad idea to do it. If you don't need it, just do it to just clear out. If you are having any challenges, it might be something where you want to take a supplement on a daily basis, as well as doing a little bit more of an intense, really focused kidney cleanse, kidney flush. So I hope this video was helpful. Comment down below any questions you have, as well as any other like kidney bladder related content you want me to cover. I always welcome your communication. You guys guide this channel. It's our channel together, and I'm so grateful for you watching. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Share it with the community. Share it with your friends on Facebook and LinkedIn. I'm over on LinkedIn too. So I hope we'll all connect socially. So I look forward to seeing you in our next video. Happy cleansing.